According to this computer. Here we go. Okay, this is our long anticipated guest. So every summertime, I'm speaking about going to the National Jewish Retreat. We like to always have somebody on in advance to talk about why they find the retreat so special. I'm hopeful to go myself this year, and we'll have some live interview from the retreat that's coming up in the summer. And I called into the office and I got the person in charge. We go only right to the top. And we have Mrs. Aliza Sheinfeld joining us here from lovely Brooklyn. So first of all, thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. So let's get started. First, let's get maybe some facts and figures. Maybe talk to us a little bit about when is the National Jewish Retreat and where can people go to sign up? And then you'll start to give us some of the little taste of what they can hope to expect.
Okay, before I start, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. I was having technical difficulties with my computer, so I'm speaking to you from my phone. I hope you see me and hear me clearly.
I hear you crystal clear.
Okay, the retreat is going to take place, please God, August 8th through the 13th in Palm Desert, the Marriott Palm Desert in Palm Springs, California. I have not been there myself. I heard that it's a beautiful facility, and Rabbi Epstein's brother, Rabbi Epstein, mentioned last summer that the hotel went through a huge renovation and everything is upgraded and is beautiful and ready to receive our crowd.
Wonderful. And give us the facts and figures. What is the website that people can go to? And I'll put it here in the chat, but just share with us, what is the website that people can go to?
www.JRetreat.com.
JRetreat.com. So I'm putting it here in the chat. Everyone can see it. JRetreat.com. So give us a little background. Can you tell us, when did the retreat start and how many people maybe came to the first one and how many people have come over the years? And give us a little history and a little background to the retreat.
So the retreat has been going on for the past 16 years. This summer will be number 17. It started by a few rabbis wanting to have their students come together in a comfortable setting and just be totally immersed, body, mind, and soul, in learning, in growing, opening their minds to new ideas, new experiences. And it started out relatively small. I'm not familiar with the exact numbers, but for the past few years that I've been involved with the retreat, the numbers are just growing and growing. We have, by Shabbos, which is close to the end of the retreat, we have the max crowd of close to 1,000 staff members and guests together in the dining room.
Crazy. So give us a feel for the type of people who come. Are they all Chabad Hasidim? Are all the men wearing kaputtas and the ladies are all wearing shaitels? Give us a feel as to who the participants are. Are they all from the United States? Are they in their 20s and their 50s? Give us a feel if somebody's sitting there saying, well, I fit in. How does that play out?
Well, Rabbi Epstein, you said it so well because you described every single age group almost. We even have infants.
Oh, wow.
People from all walks of life. We have people who have been observant all their lives, Hasidim, who you will see on Shabbos in their Hasidic long coats and their black hats. You'll see women in shaitels. You will see people who are on their journey, starting to become observant. You will see people who are not observant at all. And this is their first experience meeting anybody observant. Everyone is comfortable. There's something there for everybody. Someone who, I get questions to the office all the time. What is the dress code? There is no dress code. I would say weekday casual. If someone will ask me, is it okay I wear pants? I only wear pants all the time.
I only wear pants all the time. I can go. I only wear pants all the time.
People can be comfortable in whatever they wear. Evening casual, day casual. If you're going out to eat, you dress up a little nicer. That's what you might wear on Shabbat. But everyone can feel comfortable. No one is singled out. No one feels different. We all look different. We're all wearing everything that we're comfortable in. Someone asked us, actually 2 years ago, there was someone presenting for the Wellness Institute. If you like, I can tell you briefly what the Wellness Institute is about.
Sure.
It's a mental health initiative approaching, we discuss suicide prevention, general mental health through the lens of spirituality. And one of the days of the retreat is dedicated.
Well, can I jump in there? You mentioned the Wellness
Sure.
Institute. Just tell everybody who is the most important person who's running the Wellness Institute. Just go ahead and tell them.
Is this a trick question? Because
no, tell everybody her name. She just had a baby a few months ago. She just started coming back to work. She runs the Wellness Institute. She's a new employee. Her name.
Oh, of course. Oh, I'm so sorry. How could I forget? It took me a second to connect the dots.
This wasn't a setup. You just mentioned it.
A very lovely young woman. Her name is Racy Lifshitz, and her maiden
my daughter.
Name, and she is very, very involved in the Wellness Institute. So on Wednesday of the retreat, which we've had the past couple of years, is the Wellness Summit. And all the classes that day are open to anyone who wants to attend them, but they are geared to mental health professionals and clinicians and doctors, anyone who can benefit from wellness topics in their practice. They can also get credits for continuing education, which is throughout the retreat. We also have other classes that are geared for doctors who can get credits for their continuing medical education.
Let's take a step back here. The program starts on Tuesday and it ends on Sunday. Is it necessary to come for the whole program? Can you come for a few days? Like, what are some of the options?
You can start from Tuesday. You can start from Wednesday. You can start from Thursday. Some people come even just for Shabbos. But once you come for Shabbos, you're stuck with us. Friday night, you cannot leave Shabbat during the day. You're stuck with us till Sunday afternoon.
So give us a sense, what is the day? I mean, to talk about all these wonderful classes, and a person may be thinking, well, a vacation, just going to class all day. I mean, unless it's me teaching all the classes, which it won't be, that doesn't always feel like a vacation. What are some of the other activities that go on? If you could just give us a very general run through on the itinerary.
Sure. So I'll give you a little bit of your average day very briefly.
Nothing is average at the JLI retreat.
We start our day in the morning. There's a beginner's davening, which I happen to be leading the women's beginner's davening, and a men's beginner's davening, which we vary. We talk about davening. We say some prayers together, then side by side. But right after that is also a general minyan for men who'd like to join services. We have a lavish, beautiful breakfast with omelet stations. You can't begin to imagine the food that we present you. When I say body, mind, and soul, you get a very good body experience here with the food. After breakfast, we have 2 classes. Usually you have between 4 and 6 options of different lectures. Some of them are text-based. Some of them are lectures. Some will have authors talking about a new book that they just published. We also have other types of activities. We have an art. Rabbi Epstein, I gave you a picture to share.
I will find it.
That was an art class. We painted tambourines. Another time we painted a Shabbat scene. And this is open to men and women. Art is not only because women like to draw or paint. There you go.
There you go.
This was a beautiful painting. I believe it was led by Mrs. Blau.
Sorry, but they're talking about a JLI Jewish Learning.
Everyone's talking now. There we go. Okay, we muted them. Yeah. Here we go. We see a painting going on.
Beautiful painting session, and we also have a cooking demo that is on schedule for this year. We do a beautiful Erev Shabbos challah bake.
Nice.
Where the women and the students, and we've even had a gentleman or two who joined us for the challah bake.
Here we're getting a little look of some of the meals. So who are some of the featured speakers that we can look forward to for this year? Anybody unique, special? Just give us some of that.
So far, I was able to get a sneak peek at the faculty. We have Of course, Rabbi Moshe Kotlarski, he's the executive director of all our JLI activities and directing Merkaz, which is the central educational arm of Chabad Lubavitch. Many programs are under his direction.
He's got two children in Illinois. Son,
we have
Rabbi Kotlarski, and his daughter, Mrs. Benjaminson. Okay, yes.
Rabbi Moshe Brisky.
Oh, we got a picture of him, I think. Hold on. I think you sent us a picture. Keep going.
You have a picture of him actually giving his talk at last year's retreat. Rabbi David Eliezri. We have Mrs. Shandy Jacobson, who has spoken many times at the retreat. She also runs the Rosh Chodesh Society out of JLI, which is a monthly program specifically geared to women. That's a beautiful program. If anyone in your community has attended the Rosh Chodesh Society, give a shout out. It's really a wonderful class. Rabbi Yosef Schusterman, Rabbi Dr. Eddie
From
Reich.
Chicago.
So that's a little sneak peek so far. We also have a couple of very interesting people. We have Peter Himmelman. Peter Himmelman is the son-in-law of someone we may know as Bob Dylan, a well-known. And Peter is going to discuss his journey, his life's journey through music, his journey to becoming more religious, possibly doing a musical workshop that's being discussed. We also have Michal Oshman. Michal was a TikTok executive, also worked at Facebook, and she wrote a book called What Would You Do If You Weren't Afraid? So she'll be discussing that.
The Women to Women Book Club did that book a couple of months ago. Great. Now we also have a parallel program of college students. Can you talk about that? Here's a picture of the Sinai Scholars. Can you talk about that and how that plays in to the whole experience at the retreat?
So the Sinai Scholars Society is a program where college students can take part in various courses that are run by JLI, and they receive a stipend for attending these courses. They're required to write essays afterwards, and a select number of these students come to the retreat, about 175 students. They're quite the crowd. And it's really very impressive to talk with them and to mingle with them. Sometimes during dinners, there's one night that they are seated throughout the dining room with the participants of the retreat, and they get to know each other and speak about common experiences. It's very nice that we're able to do that. They join us at the Friday night meal as well. They're very energetic, lively. It's a beautiful addition to the program.
Yeah, and I've shared with the people here. My wife and I have gone numerous times. We've had 16. We've probably been at 8 or 9 of them, and you can't even imagine. It's beyond description what it means to come into a Friday night with 1,000 people, and it's so elegant and it's so beautiful just to be caught up in that and to see the candle lighting and the food is unbelievable. I mean, it's really done so beautifully, so tastefully.
Food is something special. Every single detail. There's so much thought that goes into the presentation of the food, the gift bags that are given, the welcome bag and your tag. We discuss the color, the print, a little Erev Shabbos gift in your room right before Shabbos. Everyone gets a little message. There's things in the hotel, things that are prepared specially for us for Shabbos. There's, for example, at last year's retreat, we didn't have any issues with electronic opening and closing of doors. The hotel took care of all of that. The staff is always amazing. Everyone is so attentive. Every guest is made to feel like you're the only one there. Lots of attention. You feel like, oh, I'm just 1 in 700. What's the difference if I come? Who's going to look after me? Who's going to help me? We are staffed with the finest individuals. Everyone will feel so welcome and so loved. By the end of the week, we become really good friends.
It's really remarkable, truly. I mean, every detail is taken care of, the schedule, and there's so many things to do, and the grounds are always stunning. So if you're not up for a class, you can go for a walk, you can swim in the pool, there's exercise rooms, you can just relax. I mean, it's really, really remarkable. We want to thank you so much for your time. We want to encourage everybody.
Wait.
I'm not cutting you off. Don't worry. I want to encourage everybody to go and visit www.JRetreat.com. And we're going to invite anybody who'd like to jump in here for a moment to share a thought, question, comment, or query. We do want to be respectful of our guests' time, but if somebody wants to jump in and share a reflection, someone who's been on the retreat, someone who wants to suggest that other people go on the retreat, it's really, really special. Just give us the locale and the dates once again, and then we will encourage everybody to go to JRetreat.com. What is the location and what are the dates?
The location is the Palm Desert Marriott in Palm Springs, California. And the dates again are August 8th through the 13th. And if you have any questions and you'd like to speak to me directly at the office, I'm happy to give you the phone number right now.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat. What's the number?
718
Yes.
221
Yes.
6900.
6900. Okay, there it is. It's in there, and you ask for Aliza, and she can answer any questions. Okay, somebody wants to jump in with a thought, question, comment, query.
My hand is raised up. Can I tell everyone a little bit? This is Jay Pine, and I know
put
my
your
wife
video on
Harleen
so we can see your beautiful
Hi,
footage.
Jay.
No.
Hey.
Wait, Harleen is here also. All right. So besides besides all the entertainment and things like that, they have world-class, I'm talking world-class teachers. Some of them are secular, some of them are Hasidus, some of them are doctors. They give you such an understanding of all kinds of spectrum. It's not just like, okay, we're going to learn about, Moses this week. No. This is like world-class. It's so inspiring, and the mind is just thrown into another field. So that's all I'm going to say.
That's it. That's a beautiful thing to say. So again, JRetreat.com. The phone number is there if you have a specific question. My wife and I have gone. We hope to go again this year. The Pines will go. My parents go. My brother goes. His kids go. It's really we cannot exaggerate how elegant and how detail oriented. This is not some sort of hodgepodge kind of thing. It is done so thoroughly with such attention to every nuanced detail that it is truly, Lexus should do a retreat, that matches this. It's truly something remarkable to go and observe and be part of. And if you don't have to read Hebrew, and you don't have to be Hasidic, and you don't have to be committed to putting on tefillin every day. The spectrum of people who come are people who are just beginning their journey, very elementary, people who are very knowledgeable, and there's such a variety that there's always a class or a program that you will enjoy. And if not, you'll go and sit up by the pool, or you'll go and go in the exercise room, or just walk around the grounds. It's so stunningly beautiful. So
Rabbi
August 8th.
Can I share one thing?
Wait, can I say one thing also?
You can say two things, absolutely.
I just figured out how to unmute myself. Everybody who's on here, we've been going, Jay and I have been going for about 12 years, and there is, for every level, there's something, and they're the people that you meet there, and the staff are extremely helpful, and it's really, really, Jay and I really look forward to it all year. You certainly don't have to be from to be going there. There's all kinds of levels and all kinds of classes, and you pick your classes. Like at each time, there's like about 5 classes or 6 classes to pick from. So it's a wonderful, wonderful. You don't have to go for the whole entire week either. You can just go for like Friday to Sunday, and really, really enjoyable. And nice seeing you, Aliza.
Hi. Rabbi Epstein, can I share one more thing that we didn't touch
Please
upon?
share many things, as much as you can. We'd love to hear it. We don't want to keep you later, but please, if you've got time, we got it.
We have a lot of people that come with families. We have a fabulous children's program. We have babysitting.
Sure, right. There's like a day camp.
We have babysitting for infants, and we have an amazing kids program. They are kept busy the whole day, so the parents are able to enjoy all the classes, and the children are enjoying their program. Their meals are separate, so it's really, really a nice family vacation. If there are parents with children that are thinking, how are they going to work this out? This is how you work it out. It's really a nice, nice program. We get a lot of people coming with children, families, grandmothers, children, grandchildren, sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, and you will absolutely be stunned and impressed and enjoy every minute. So, like I said, my wife and I, we hope to go. We've been going for a bunch of years, and it's really a highlight. And the way it's done is so elegant and warm and friendly and beautiful and perfect. You will, it's not to be matched, and I mean that in all humility. I know my brother's very involved, but I'm not just biased. It's really, really a beautiful, beautiful program. So we hope that everybody here will at least go to the website, JRetreat.com, take a look at it, and really can strongly, strongly consider joining us. You will absolutely be bowled over by it, and you will enjoy it, and you'll be hooked like we are. So we want to thank you so much for your time, Aliza. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all that you do to make it accessible. In the chat is the phone number as well as the website. Do yourself a favor, take 5 minutes, go on the website and just look around. And really strongly, I want to strongly recommend that you go. You will love it. You will absolutely, absolutely love it. Okay, I want to say good night. Tomorrow night, we'll learn some Pirkei Avos, and we'll see you then tomorrow night. Thank you again, Aliza. Thank you to everybody, and have a good night.